my scandal fanatics, I know we have all been in an uproar over James being killed, which I wasn't necessarily mad about, but I did kind of cry about Jake being the killer and how he been acting up. I just want to call attention to some tech tidbits that you guys probably have never paid attention to. So at the beginning of season 3, I started looking at all the phone placements in Scandal, and I know that a lot of you may not be tech savvy, but if you were like me and you're a geek and you're like, why she choose a Windows phone? Because normally we are not featuring Windows Phone. We miss all the apps that we get on our iPhones and our Androids, and it's just a whole ecosystem that hasn't been completely developed yet. So from a geek to other Scandal fanatics, I just wanted to break down why you're seeing this Windows Phone and what this Windows Phone is. So if you haven't been paying attention, the phone that Liv has been using is right here. It's the Nokia Lumia 925. It's the latest Windows Phone out right now, and it's arguably one of the best Windows phones out right now. I'm not going to go into a full review because right now we only care about why Liv using it. So anyway, one of the first reasons why I could see that Liv would be using this 925 is for the security. We already know she has her hands in so many top tier things. You know, her pay grade is not as high as Daddy Pope's, but she does need to be covered. So Microsoft does security so well on their PCs, it's only natural that they would move it to their phones. Another reason why, in my mind, it makes sense for Liv to be using the Windows Phone is for Outlook and for MS Office that comes automatically in the box when you pick up the phone. I don't know if you guys work in corporate America. If you do, more than likely you're using Outlook or Lotus Notes or Gmail, which isn't bad, but most companies will use Microsoft products. And for Liv, when she's on the go and she's trying to handle the scandals while she's out in the street, what better tool to use than Outlook? Or if she needs to edit a project file, or if she needs to, I don't know, create a Word doc for Fitz about why they're kissing in front of the window, she can do that from her phone. Another reason why I could see Liv using the Windows Phone is because of the offline navigation capabilities. I mean, from a business perspective, it's just phenomenal. We don't see that a lot in Android phones or in iPhones. You know I have a bias against iPhones, even though I have one. But that's one of the major reasons why I could see her using a Windows Phone. Another reason why she would use a Windows Phone is because the display is really, really dope. If you guys have never seen one up close before, this is what the screen looks like. This one is on AT&T's network. But you can see it's really, really bright. The color saturation is really, really good. This flipping you see here, that's called live tiles. And so if I was signed into Facebook, if my calendar was plugged all in, everything would just be working and I could see all my information there. Also, the navigation on this thing is relatively simple. All you have is this list of things that you have to go down. There's no scrolling for 7 different screens or finding folders or none of that. You're just going to have your list of the products you have installed, and that's it. Let us not forget how dope the camera is on this Nokia Lumia 925. Now, it's not the 1020, which is an amazing, amazing camera that if you haven't heard about it, you need to go check out the blog. I do have a review up of the Nokia Lumia 1020. But this camera is really, really nice. And so if Liv was out in the streets and she was trying to catch a picture of Daddy Pope, or, you know, she wanted to take a picture of somebody, I don't know, Millie and Uncle Andy doing it, she would... The Windows Phone also has this dope feature called a smart camera app that allows you to do things like snap 10 quick shots. So think about this, 5 megapixels on the phone, you're snapping 10 quick shots. She can catch Millie and Uncle Andy like this, right? Another major reason why I could see her using this is it does wireless charging. I don't know if you guys have ever used a wireless charger. Tilt has one, it's called the Q, but you just basically set your phone in a dock and it's off you go. You don't have to plug it into the USB. That makes it a lot simple for Liv, who just needs to be able to snatch her phone and run out the office whenever Fitz give her a call to say, you know, let's make out in the closet or something in the White House. So she needs to be able to move relatively quickly. And I am really cracking myself up here. And last but not least, the hardware on this phone is really, really nice. It's made out of polycarbonate material, and I know that it looks really, really big on screen, but it's really not that big. Here it is in the palm of my hand, and as you can see, it's not really that big. If we had to compare it to my Note 3, you can see side by side, this Nokia Lumia 925 is a lot smaller. It feels lighter. It's just not something that I would be worried about necessarily from a size standpoint, but I do get that it looks big when you're looking at it on the screen. So if you want to get like Liv and you want to make sure that your phone is secure and you want to make sure that you can take quick pictures while you're running out and you want to be able to grab and go, you should definitely check out this. I'm going to include some links for some of my friends who've already reviewed it, so you can check it out right now because my review isn't up. Boredatwork.com, or you can check out bw1.com. They both have awesome reviews. Tonight, Scandal is happening. I need you to be there. I need you to pay attention because you'll see in most of the scenes she is yapping on this when she's calling people, and why I think it's definitely Huck and Queen approved.